well, see you. Feel free to say hi if you're around. I am just here at one of my local cafes. Yeah, had to step out of the house because we've got an inspection soon, so I thought we'll do it outside. But good morning, TM. Yes, lovely to see you. Feeling better. So yeah, thanks for asking. Thanks for checking. How are you all going? How's your weekend? It's great to finally welcome a new week. And here in Melbourne, it's a little cold. Hey, Suzanne, lovely to see you. Or it's like fresh, chilly, which is good. And this is episode 16 of The Peaceful Path. Hello, Catherine. Nice to see you. G'day. How are you all? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here, and thanks for showing interest. I'm thrilled to go over this very, very interesting topic that we said that we'll talk about. Suzanne actually brought it up. She suggested that we talk about this topic. It is men versus women. Why is it that women tend to, on average, meditate more than men? And that is something that has constantly, has piqued my interest here and there, which is why when Suzanne prompted and suggested this topic, I did not hesitate and decided to, just have a conversation about it. Hey, Ruth, lovely to see you. Good to see you too. And, it is something that we really don't know. We can't explain. We haven't really figured out why that is the case. But there are certain theories, and there have been certain studies that may indicate why that is the case and how that is the case. So I'm happy to go through whatever I think is, because at this point, because it hasn't been meticulously studied, and it's just something that happens to be, I'm happy to share my theories and what I've sort of thought of, and then I'm happy to hear what you have to say and your ideas of what has led to this disproportionate, scale. So, hey Fatima, lovely to see you as always. Nice to see you. So let's begin. Welcome to episode 16. Can you believe it's been 16 episodes? 16. I think it's been 17 weeks ago we started The Peaceful Path. I remember we missed out on 1 week, so it's 17 weeks ago. So yeah, excited to do this. So let's begin. Why do women meditate more than men? And you can apply this to anything really. You can apply this to yoga. You can apply this to, Tai Chi, or to anything really. So there have been a few theories, there are a few, ideas that have surfaced, especially as I was researching this. Fatima saying they're very important. Yes, very, very important. Absolutely. TM saying maybe women are more in touch with emotions, feelings, and feel more comfortable sharing and exploring that. You see, that's actually, I actually did not think of that theory, which is very, very interesting. So that could be one of them. Absolutely. Women are more in touch with their emotions and their feelings, and they're more open to expressing them. So what I've come up with, I'll just share what I have, and that's one of them. So Suzanne actually beat me to it, so I was going to say that. But women are from what I've discovered, women are more health conscious than men. Women in general live longer, and part of that is because, according to studies, because women take care of their health more. They are more willing to try different things, to expose themselves to more healthy. Women also eat healthier than men on average. It is no surprise to me that is the case. Now, but how do we conclude? How do we decide that is actually the case? Are we just hypothesizing? Are we just theorizing? What is it? Is it actually the case that women are healthier than men? So there is a study that was done by Harvard University, and and in it they discuss the gender gap in health, and it's and it has sort of concluded that men are the weaker sex when it comes to monitoring their health and looking after their health. And in the Harvard Health article, they deduce that men fall ill at a younger age, as I've told you, and men also have more chronic illnesses than women. And it's more than just, they have attributed the gap between how we look after our health or not to a variety of reasons. It could be social reasons, it could be physiological reasons, it could be economic reasons. So, but the life expectancy between males and females is actually quite, so we'll go with the United States. In 2017, the life expectancy for women was 81. The life expectancy for men was 76. For women in 2000, 79, and for men, 74. So, and please God, we're all going to live way past that anyway. So we're going to beat that life expectancy average. But and that's not just unique to the United States. That is like that in every country, and is a very consistent trend that rises. Now, are women physiologically more inclined to live longer? Possibly, but there are some factors, some biological factors, social factors, and behavioral factors. Let's go over each of them. Now, according to this article by Harvard University, the behavioral factors involve women engage in less risky behavior, okay? So less inclined to put themselves out there and risk their lives, which also includes violence or anything like that. Women smoke less, and women drink less alcohol. And according to this article, women also eat better food. So you actually, and I did mention that before. Also, according to this, women are also better at maintaining a work-life balance. That I'm not quite sure how true that is, because I don't know if that is from a personal experience, from anecdotally speaking, I don't know if that is true. So, but because, and I say that because I have read another article, and that was going to be my other theory, is because that women tend to meditate more and do more yoga because they do stress more than men. They do find it hard because women are more inclined. Now, that I'm not sure if it is a myth or not, but women are more inclined to want to take on more loads, more burdens. And could that be because they're very hardworking? Possibly. But they do take more on, which leads to them stressing more. And again, they try to do so many things. And that stress, that inclination to feel more stress and to feel more, like there's so much to do, that could also be a factor as to why women meditate more than men. I personally don't think so. I think women meditate more than men for the exact reason now that TM mentioned. It's because women are more in touch with their spiritual side, right? Women are more intuitive, and women are more emotionally open and emotionally comfortable expressing themselves emotionally. So I think that could be part of it. Another, in this article, the article also attributes it to a few other things like hormones. I don't really know about that. That is as opposed to why men tend to be a little bit less healthy than women. They say hormones, it could be sex chromosomes, reproductive anatomy, or metabolism. Who knows? Let's have a quick look at what you're saying. Fatima saying more sensitive. I think intuition is more present. Yes, that is true. That is very true, Fatima. And women seem to be more nurturing as well. That is very true. So, sorry. And that goes back to intuition. So women are more nurturing, they're more willing to give, they're more willing to think more outside that box. So yeah, absolutely. That is a very logical conclusion. The women are more nurturing, therefore they are more open to the possibility of meditation and the benefits it may come with. Suzanne saying maybe men are more skeptical of things like meditation, yoga. Sorry, what's that? Sorry. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Men may be more skeptical of things like meditation and yoga. That's a very good point. Yeah. Men do tend to focus more on, when men just have different priorities to women, right? You know, women tend to, I suppose, again, be more in touch with their intuitive selves and with their emotions. Men tend to navigate that a little bit differently. Men, we tend to find refuge in other things, like working on things, like building things, like fixing things, and or whatever else it is. But it could also just come down to a matter of priority, to a matter of what it is that we prioritize. So yeah, but yeah, it's true, Suzanne. It could be that it's not, that could be it. It is very interesting though, because yoga now, I do, again, and I was saying to you last week, I do attend yoga classes from time to time. And I find that in a room of 20 people, I'm usually the second male in the room. So there are only 2 males and 18 women. And, but it is interesting because yoga was not only sort of founded by men or invented by men, but yoga is a practice that in India for thousands of years was practiced predominantly by men. So we have to ask ourselves, what is it that makes women decide to or more inclined to practice yoga or any other spiritual practice? And again, I think it comes down to priorities. I think it comes down to women in that sense just being more open-minded and to that sort of stuff. Sorry, excuse me. So yeah, let's see. I'll just check out another. There was also a Roy Morgan single source survey, and it revealed that 47% of women purchase vitamins, minerals, and supplements compared to 35% of men. It also points out that women have healthier attitudes concerning food and diet than men. For example, 29% of women opt for a low-fat diet compared to 21% of men. So that could also be an indication that women, again, are more health conscious and more willing to do things so to benefit themselves. There's also this misconception that I'm trying to now debunk in the world that meditation, yoga is not a masculine thing. Men think that, meditation is, something that hippies, softy hippies do, or only women do, and, it's not masculine. I'm trying to debunk that because I'm actually trying to prove that meditation, the very act of meditation is masculine, and it can make men more masculine. And that's something that I've been very, very, focused on. Oh, wow. Sorry, I missed your comments. Sorry, I haven't really seen them. Sorry. TM saying sports and physical things for men, emotions for... Yeah, exactly, TM. Exactly. Suzanne's asking, are men using more excuses like no time? I don't think that... from my experience, I haven't noticed that men are using that as an excuse. I think it's just, again, a matter of priorities. There is one man in my regular Pilates classes. There you go, TM. Ruth's saying, a lot still think like that. And it used to be men would want to be seen as macho in Western cultures. Yeah, exactly. So I missed that on all these comments. I was talking. It is true. And there's this idea, this misconception that being macho involves, pulling out your toolbox and fixing things, or going out there and hunting or fishing or, wrestling and all those kind of, and yes, those things do definitely, in my opinion, they bring out this they evoke certain masculine traits, and they do have an impact on testosterone, but I don't think that they necessarily define masculinity. And again, I'm very anti-hunting and fishing, but I'm just saying that what it is that defines masculinity. Let's have a think of what is it that makes a man masculine, okay? And I've actually written an article about that because there's a lot of talk that, because as you know, I'm vegan, but there's a lot of talk that being vegan is not a masculine thing to do. And again, more women are vegan, and that it all ties up, right? Because the women are more in touch with themselves. Women are more interested in trying new things. And there's also, again, this misconception that if a man goes vegan, he has to give away some of his masculinity, which is not true. So what does define a man? Well, the way I see it, and there are many different, people interpret it differently. Someone who's always calm, someone who has equanimity, someone who can handle things under pressure, who is capable of protecting his community, capable of protecting his family, someone who is a hard worker, someone who is focused, and someone who is able to deal with strenuous circumstances. And if you think about it, those are the qualities that by meditating you can actually enhance, right? So when you meditate, you achieve this greater sense of equanimity. You remain calm. You remain more composed. You think a little bit more clearly. You become more fearless, which means you're more likely to protect those around you. You deal with things with a greater sense of wisdom. So, to me, it makes perfect sense that if you want to enhance your sense of masculinity and your masculine identity, I think that meditation is a perfect way to go about it, right? Because, again, there is nothing, in my opinion, that is less masculine than someone who is unpredictable and out of control and erratic. Meditation is the antithesis of these qualities. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, Suzanne is saying, maybe a life-changing event has to happen before a male will turn to something. Yeah. That is true, Suzanne. That is very true. Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. My apologies. I'm okay. So Suzanne's saying maybe a life-changing event has to happen before a male will turn to something like... Yeah, again, that is true. And that is basically was the case for me. I never thought, I did begin meditating, again in 2012 approximately, as part of my training. But then there were times in my life where I just didn't. And again, it wasn't until, and I would meditate here and there, but it wasn't until, I got to a point where the anxiety became out of control, and it was very hard for me to cope with everyday life tasks, that led to me, meditating as a last resort. And then it was only until I started meditating for an hour a day, 30 days in, that I started realizing how incredible I started feeling, how, in fact, more masculine and more, just composed and more centered. And yeah, more focused. And again, I think that those are defining qualities of a male. So, without a doubt. It's all good, Mary Lou. Yeah, it's just a little something. Yeah, exactly. More balanced. Exactly. Exactly. So it just creates a more balanced approach, and you just feel more balanced. Exactly. Exactly, Bob. Meditation does help with anxiety, and it's so important. And again, women, you know, if you think about it, women do go through a lot. You, I'm assuming, I'm just guessing that the majority of my friends here are women, but you really do have to go through a lot. You have to, you know, deal with a lot of societal pressures, and then you also have to, when you have kids, there's a lot you have to deal with, and then you have to deal with. There are certain hormonal factors, but there are a lot of things that you deal with as women, which makes you very prone to anxiety. Uh, and meditation does keep you focused and keep you, balanced and keep you in touch with yourself. And it's a great tool. It really does, regardless of what gender it is you are. It does help bring out the best in you. Same old style males would think of it as just going to the pub and footy. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true, Ruth. That's very true. Yeah. Do men rely more on medication rather than natural remedies? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is 100% correct. Not just in terms of what people have studied, but when men look, women rely more on both. As in, women are more prone to just going out there and seeing a doctor and you know, seeking medication, or if need be, they'll go and seek natural remedies. Men do that a lot less. But out of those two natural remedies, men will always go for medication over natural remedies, and it's not just something that we all know of. It's something that has been proven. I've also witnessed it in my life. I've seen men, who just completely dismiss natural remedies. But luckily, we're living in a time where it is now becoming more commonplace for people to consume vitamins and embrace probiotics and natural remedies of all sorts. So I'm seeing this trend expand and a little bit more now, so which is great to see. Yeah. Well, that's true, TM. TM is saying women are most likely to seek counseling and therapy as well. No doubt, no doubt. That is very true. That's very, very true. And that also, I'm not a psychologist, but that could be an indication as to why mental health for men can be a bit of a struggle as well. It can be a problem because we don't go out there and seek help or speak to people. And women, again, it could be also an ego thing. I don't know. Women are more okay with it. Could be a cultural thing. But women definitely are not afraid to go out there and speak to someone. It could be, I think, off the top of my head, I just think it's a cultural thing. I think it's something that we have all been conditioned throughout thousands of years. I think women have always been, for thousands of years, more inclined to talk about their problems with each other. Even back in the hunter-gatherer days, women would always gather and talk and be there for each other. And there was more of a tight-knit sort of mentality. Whereas with men, we would always just keep things to ourselves. We always carried this sense of pride with us. So it's that I think that could be part of why men usually keep things to themselves, and women usually are more inclined to share their feelings with others and open up about their problems. So, for sure. Absolutely, Joyce. Meditation does enhance the spiritual aspects of Christianity, and both go hand in hand. Suzanne saying, Alex, if you did not have anxiety issues, do you think you would be a meditator today? Absolutely, Suzanne. I think that I always have had it in me to be a meditator, and I know someone who's close to me who's a devout Buddhist, and he would always say to me, Alex, you just have that in you. You have this. And I would always say, yeah, I know, but it's not something I want to commit my life to. But it's always something that I've been passionate about to some extent. One sec, sorry, I've just got to move a little bit. The sun is, it was just a matter of me realigning my priorities. Sorry. There we go. The sun's shining on me now. Yeah. But I do think that I would have still done it. It may have taken a few months longer, but I think I would have eventually got there for sure, Suzanne. I honestly think that this is my calling, just spreading the word of meditation and getting more people to bring out the best of themselves. I don't want to align myself with any religion, with any spiritual movements. I just want to teach a practical form of meditation. Oh, bloody hell. This guy over there, the lawnmower man. A practical and approachable form of meditation that just helps people identify with it and apply it to their lives regardless of where they come from, regardless of who they are and what they believe. So you could be a Jew or a Christian or, from any walk of life, and you could just apply meditation to your life. In fact, it'll just enhance your life. Thank you, TM. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Exactly, Joyce. Exactly. So let me just finish my matcha. Okay. Let's just move, and then I'll say goodbye to you. 1 second. I will do a quick little session, but my voice is not I don't have the meditation voice right now, so let me just check what you're saying. Yeah, area code 718. It's not related to any spiritual or it's not related to any religion or form of spirituality. It's just something that we do to bring ourselves more to the present, to the now. And I think that humans really are at their most optimum when they're in the present moment, when they're in there now. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to move a little bit from the lawnmower man. I'll say goodbye to you. But I'm sorry I'm like this. I'm on the verge of recovering. I was not very well. I'm on the verge of recovering, so I'll be okay. Yeah, absolutely area code. It definitely is equated to mindfulness. The two go hand in hand, for sure. Thanks, Kathy, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, I will, Barb. I'll be doing it Friday. Lawnmower and dogs. Yes, exactly, Ruth. Exactly. Wow, 23 years. Well done. That's amazing. Good on you. That is so good. What an amazing thing to commit to for 23 years. And keep it up, area code. Keep it up. That's incredible. So, thank you, friends. Thank you so much for being here. That was an interesting topic. I will list next week's topic in a couple of hours. And I really appreciate your company. Love you guys. And we'll chat soon. Okay? Lots of love.